Hey guys, it's Jeanette. This is my third day posting in a row. I'm going to try to do this every day for the next 30 days. That's how long it takes to make a habit, by the way. Just, think about that because we're going to talk about that. So, you've created a vision for your life. You've sat down, you've taken the time, and you've envisioned everything from where you live, what you want to do, the way you want to feel, the hobbies that you want to have. And we're going to go from there because that's the most important thing, is to know what you want. So we're going to talk about 5 things that you need to do next. I'm going to be concise. That's some of the feedback I've gotten. So, number 1, you're going to take a notebook, any spiral notebook, and you're going to write down your big goals, the ones that you don't want to tell anybody, the ones that might be over the next 5 or 10 years of your life. And you're going to write those down. For instance, mine would be buying a house that's bigger than this one so I can grow my family. And, big, audacious dreams, or just ones that you know are going to be long down the road. Okay, so vision for your life, whether you found your husband or not, whether you've had a family or not, all of these things that might be far away in the future, but you still need to write them down because there's incredible power in writing your goals down. So many people don't write them down. So, task number 1, write down your long-term, big, audacious goals that might not come to pass within the next, let's say, year, or even in the next 6 months, or in the next 3 months. So goals that are longer term, write those down. And as many as you want, just write them down somewhere. Scribble, nobody has to be able to read it but you. Number 2, you're going to write down on a simple piece of paper 10 goals that you are going to accomplish within the next 30 to 90 days. And preferably a few of these are going to be ones that are over the next couple weeks, because the point is you need to get encouraged by being able to cross off those goals. So I'm going to show you, forgive my scribble, what my goals that I wrote down, let's say, maybe this was 3 weeks ago, and I keep it in my purse, I keep it with me. It's things that I can do, accomplish over the next 30, 60, 90 days. And I'm just going to flash, it's all scribble, okay? But this is the thing that I need you to do to start your goal process. Because, for instance, this sounds silly, and no matter how small, make an awesome vision board by Halloween. It's October 7th right now, one day to my 30th birthday, and that was just my goal. I knew I had to get materials, all that stuff. I've already accomplished it. I crossed it out. It feels great. It's up in my bedroom, and I'm probably going to make another one. Bake some pies for Thanksgiving. I'm technically a newlywed. I used to be into baking. I want to bake some pies and bring them to Thanksgiving. Complete the Rocky Run on November 12th at 9-minute miles with Caitlin Duardo. It's my sister-in-law. That's something that I've been training towards, and soon, next month, I'll be able to cross that off. Run at least twice a week. I use the Nike running app, and every time I run, I get to track it. Okay, one of my major goals is to develop more friendships with people from the church that we're going to. We just switched churches in the beginning of the summer. So a very specific goal, attend life group, which is a group where we gather in small groups to share and encourage each other. Attend life group whenever I'm not working on the nights that it's held for all fall semester. So I wrote down below it the days I knew I wasn't working. Attend Wednesday, September 28th, got to cross that off. Attend Friday, October 7th. That's tonight. Start my master's degree at Drexel in January 2017. And below that, I had mini goals about all the steps I had to do to complete my application. And now it's complete. It was due November 23rd. My application is already complete. So, given that I get in, which I have faith that I will, that's going to be able to get crossed off. Also, to motivate myself for that, I'm going to owe myself $100. Forget the name of the site, but I will put it in the show notes. And I have to owe it to myself if I haven't started that. So that's a motivation. Money is always a motivation. So $100 will get taken from me and given to this site if I don't complete that very important goal. And that was number one at the top of my priorities. I have a goal about, speaking with my husband and connecting with my husband and in certain ways, however many times a week. I have a goal about money. I have a goal about weight because I'll turn 8 months on October 12th, which will turn 8 months. So I actually gained 60 pounds. So over my pregnancy. So I have a goal that says weigh 125 pounds by February 12th, 2017, and I've tracked my progress next to it. Something fun that you always have to have something that you're going to look forward to doing. It still is a goal that you have to achieve. So number 5 is plan Dylan's first birthday party by the end of December. That's a fun thing to do. Research birthday parties for, 1-year-old. But I want to have that done before the end of the year. So that's the next step. Small goals that you're going to keep with you every single day. You're going to review them, look at them every single morning, bring them with you to work, read them in the morning, read them at night, look at them every single day. So it could be as small as run 1 mile on next Tuesday, and that's it, and cross it off. And I'm telling you, it's addictive when you get to cross off things off your list, but this is where you start. You have your big vision for your life. You have your long-term goals that you're gonna, if you focus on those, you'd get discouraged. If I just said completing my master's degree, well, I might take one class at a time and that might be 5 years away. So that would get pretty depressing. So I have this with me that I look at every day, every night. Okay, that kind of ties in. My number 3 was not only to write these things down for your immediate goals over the next couple of months, and if you're watching this when it comes out, October 7th, a great thing is to have goals that correlate with the end of the year, because there's only a couple of months left till December 31st. And I want you to challenge yourself to have these goals completed by the end of the year. So number 3 is read them every morning, read them every night, bring it with you. Look at mine's tattered, it's folded up. It was on a sheet that had my Drexel essay that I was writing. Okay. Number 4, affirmations. That's a whole different thing. But in order to keep yourself motivated I'm going to grab my affirmation sheet. What you tell yourself is the most important thing that you hear. And that's why I'm constantly listening to, whether it's the Bible, worship music, podcasts, other people on YouTube that are speaking motivation and positivity into my life, friends that are going to speak positivity into my life. My affirmations, I used to have a lot of them that I would read every morning. I even recorded my voice on my phone, and I would listen to myself saying them, so, because I couldn't read while I was driving. But, look at this sheet. Okay, it's neon green, has purple, I like colors, okay. But some of what this says is just a broad thing that's going to support me when I start to get discouraged. In my affirmation, I talk about how I'm a child of God, and He loves me so much that He sent His Son to die for me. That He has He's working out things in my life. He is working out things in my favor. That He has a plan for my life. His dreams for my life are bigger than my dreams for my life. So when I start to question, this is just the core thing that I am always telling myself, because the world will tell you otherwise. The devil will tell you otherwise. Other people will tell you otherwise. When you fail and you don't succeed and you don't meet those goals, yourself will tell you otherwise, like your self-talk. So you have to change your self-talk. So along with my goals over the next, 30, 60, 90 days that I read every single morning, every single night, I also read this page of affirmations about who I am in God every morning, every night, bring it to work. It's in my little planner. God is guiding me towards my destiny, towards opportunities and people that will set my life up for success. God is developing me in maturity, sharpening my skills, and drawing out my gifts to equip me to glorify Him and bring souls to salvation. I am a missionary, trained as a nurse, called by God. As I was struggling, soul-searching, what I wanted to do, as I had to write my Drexel essay, what do I want to do with this degree? And I didn't quite know, and you don't have to quite exactly know. So my affirmation was, God is giving me wisdom and clarity in my career. God's going to show me what to focus on. God's empowering me to pursue my master's degree at Drexel University in Nurse Leadership and Health Systems Management. Right now, God is working behind the scenes to bring amazing things to pass. I'm a work in progress, being molded and shaped by God into the godly woman He wants me to become. And even if you don't believe in God, there are so many positive things that you should be saying to yourself. So you write just one piece of paper, otherwise it's overwhelming. You say, I think there's an SNL skit that everybody makes fun of. Some guy, I think it's from SNL, some guy in the mirror is like, I'm good looking and whatever, and gosh darn it, I like myself, or something, or people like me. It seems stupid, but you start to compare yourself to others. You're scrolling through Facebook, which I don't do. We'll talk about that. You're looking at Instagram. You see another girl you think is prettier, another nurse you think is better at her job, or look how much they've accomplished. Well, remember, everybody has their own path. So even just writing things down like, I'm taking steps to pursue my dreams. I'm doing the right things. I'm making healthy choices. I'm in pursuit towards my goal. Good things are going to come to pass. Positive things are happening in my life. There's always something to be grateful for. Even if you don't believe in God, there's so many positive affirmations you can simply write down about yourself. Google it. Pinterest is a wonderful place to go. I have a whole inspiration board on Pinterest. I think my name is NurseNet, or I don't know. You can find me on Pinterest. I'll make a link. And number 5, do it. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. That's what you have to do to get anywhere closer to your goal. Do it now. Do it today. You've created a grand vision for your life. Real quick, just do it now. Get the pen, get the paper, write out your long-term goals for your life. Get the piece of scrap paper, write out the goals for the next 30, 60, 90 days, no matter how small. There's a book called Mini Habits, and he talked about how he started just doing 1 push-up a day. Even if a goal that seems so stupid and so small that you're like, of course I can do that. But that will start to build the habit. Just write one thing down that you can cross off, that you can say, wow, I can make progress. I can change. Things can be different. I don't have to stay the way I am. Things don't have to stay the way they are. There's hope. Without a vision, the people prosper. That's what it says in the Bible. You need to have the vision for your life to drive why you're going to do these hard things. Okay? Write the goals. Next 30, 60 days. Even when you can do in like the next 2 weeks. Simple. Cross them off. Great. Write little scribble notes as you cheer yourself as you get to them. Look at them every morning, every evening. Bring them with you to work. Bring them in your purse. Bring them in your planner. Bring them in your pocket. Write affirmations about yourself, positive things that are true about yourself as a person to build yourself up every morning, every evening, and when you're at work, when you're out and you're feeling down, pull it out. Remind yourself of the truth. Our minds always want to wander to the negative. So that's it, guys. 1, write out your big goals for your life long term in a notebook. Number 2, write the goals for the next 30, 60, 90 days on one piece of paper. Number 3, write down an affirmation about yourself, just broad affirmations, positive affirmations about yourself. Number 4, read these 2 every morning, every evening. Bring them with you to work. Review them daily. Review them multiple times a day. And number 5, just do it. Do it now. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. This has been great. Leave your feedback. I hope you're inspired. See ya.